Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime Cases, and today we're going to delve into another tragic case. Lauren Hugelmaier and Matt Phelps first crossed paths during their middle school years, although they weren't particularly close at the time. However, years later, when both Lauren and Matt reached the age of 26, an unexpected encounter occurred. Matt, who hadn't been in touch with Lauren for quite some time, reached out to her on Instagram. Intrigued by the unexpected request, Lauren accepted Matt's invitation and followed him back. Curious, Matt decided to explore Lauren's Instagram profile further. As he browsed through her posts, he found himself liking each one. There was something about Lauren that piqued his interest, drawing him in irresistibly. As time went by, Lauren and Matt continued to communicate daily, exchanging texts and phone calls. They discovered they shared a multitude of interests, including their mutual love for franchises like Harry Potter and Star Wars. Their conversations were lively, filled with laughter, and their friendship quickly evolved into something more profound. What particularly endeared Matt to Lauren was his unwavering dedication to his faith. Having grown up in a Christian household, Lauren held her religious beliefs close to her heart. She found comfort and reassurance in discovering that Matt shared the same values. To the outside world, their shared faith seemed to strengthen their bond and provide a solid foundation for their relationship. Lauren and Matt's love for each other appeared deep and genuine, radiating joy and happiness to those around them. It seemed inevitable that Matt would soon propose to Lauren. Dale, Lauren's father, remained fiercely protective of his daughter. He had always been concerned about her well-being and safety, and the thought of her marrying someone he barely knew filled him with apprehension. After Lauren and Matt became engaged, their loved ones threw an engagement party to celebrate the exciting news. Lauren was thrilled and dressed elegantly in a stunning white dress. However, the atmosphere at the party took an unexpected turn when Matt's mother arrived, also dressed in white, an apparent act of disrespect towards Lauren. It was evident to everyone that Matt's mother was not pleased with her son's decision to marry Lauren. Unable to contain her frustration and disappointment, Lauren approached Matt after the engagement party to address his mother's behavior. However, Matt dismissed her concerns, explaining that he had been primarily raised by his grandparents rather than his parents. He admitted to having a strained relationship with his mother, emphasizing that her opinions held little importance to him. After their engagement, Lauren and Matt made the decision to relocate to Raleigh, North Carolina, in 2016. Despite the change of location, they remained steadfast in their commitment to their Christian values, continuing to lead a life guided by their faith. Matt secured employment at an in-home care company, where his dedication and hard work earned him the title of Employee of the Month, much to Lauren's pride. However, Lauren's contributions to their life together were equally significant. She worked diligently to support their life together, often holding down up to 4 jobs simultaneously, in addition to her full-time position at a Fortune 500 company. Lauren sought additional avenues to bolster their financial stability, including babysitting and working in the church nursery while parents attended services. Furthermore, Lauren delved into entrepreneurship with a side business selling candles, driven by her entrepreneurial spirit and determination to succeed. The prospect of owning her own business held a particular allure for her, promising financial freedom and the chance to create something meaningful. Every Tuesday night, Lauren and Matt eagerly made their way to her parents' house for their cherished game night. It was a much-anticipated weekly event for both of them. Matt always arrived on time, eagerly looking forward to spending quality time with Lauren's family. He appeared to relish the opportunity to bond and connect with them, and they reciprocated the sentiment. In November 2016, Lauren and Matt celebrated their love with a wedding ceremony in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Their special day was filled with joy, laughter, and a touch of their shared passion for nerdy things. One of the memorable highlights of the wedding was the incorporation of their beloved nerdy interests. The groomsmen looked sharp in their suits, each wielding a lightsaber, turning the wedding into a Star Wars-themed celebration. However, shortly after Matt and Lauren tied the knot, cracks began to appear in their relationship. One of the significant challenges in Lauren and Matt's marriage was Matt's unease with Lauren's close friendship with a male church friend. Matt suspected that this friend harbored feelings for Lauren and felt their relationship was too intimate. Despite Lauren's efforts to reassure him and affirm her commitment to their marriage, Matt's trust issues persisted. These issues stemmed from his past experiences with his first marriage, where he was betrayed and abandoned by his spouse. His first wife cheated on him while on a mission trip and later confessed that she never loved him, devastating Matt emotionally. He described the aftermath of his first marriage as profoundly impactful, leaving him emotionally distraught for an extended period. His demeanor shifted from being cheerful and content to a more somber and despondent state. It was clear that something was weighing heavily on him, and he appeared trapped in a dark emotional space. During this period, Matt's connection to his faith became increasingly distant, and he displayed a lack of enthusiasm for attending church services with his wife. This change deeply troubled Lauren, as her faith held great importance to her. She felt hurt by her husband's reluctance to engage in this aspect of their life together, interpreting it as a rejection of something she cherished deeply. Lauren longed for a deeper connection with her husband, built on shared values and interests, but Matt seemed disinterested. Matt started displaying signs of laziness that greatly irritated Lauren, who was working multiple jobs to support them. His pattern of finding a job, working there for a few weeks, and then abruptly quitting became a recurring issue that caused Lauren immense frustration. What particularly upset her was that Matt was spending their money at an alarming rate, leaving her struggling to earn it back. Despite efforts from their friends and family to pull him out of his depression, Matt seemed indifferent. Instead of seeking help or engaging in meaningful activities, Matt would spend countless hours in front of the TV engrossed in playing video games. This behavior not only affected their financial stability, but also strained their relationship. Lauren found herself in need of support due to Matt's unusual behavior and took action by reaching out to her mother and sister. She opened up to them, sharing how exhausted she was from working multiple jobs and how disheartening it was to come home to a messy house, laundry waiting to be done, and food that needed to be prepared. Around the time when Lauren and Matt hit their 4-month wedding anniversary, their relationship was as strained as ever. One significant change that raised concerns was Matt's absence from Tuesday night game night at Lauren's family's house. This decision hurt Lauren and her family and seemed intentional, as they saw it as a deliberate disrespect towards them. Lauren was feeling distant from Matt, and knew that something needed to change. Lauren had tried to communicate her feelings and concerns, but it seemed Matt wasn't listening or didn't care. She was concerned that their marriage was drifting apart, and she didn't want to lose the love they once had. At that time, Lauren was desperate to save her marriage with Matt and was willing to do anything to make it work. So when Matt proposed that he and Lauren go on a road trip to Bowling Green, Kentucky, where his family lived, Lauren agreed. She thought getting away with Matt could benefit their strained relationship and hopefully get things back to how they used to be. When Lauren and Matt arrived in Bowling Green, Kentucky, they were met with a surprise. They decided to embark on a trip with Matt's mother, her husband, and his parents. However, things didn't turn out as expected. Despite arriving together, Matt's mother's feelings toward Lauren had not changed, and she continued to give her a chilly reception. Matt's mother maintained an icy demeanor throughout the trip, causing tension within the group. As the trip went on, Matt's mother arranged a photo shoot for the family, and she included Lauren. Lauren was excited to be included in an activity by her mother-in-law, hoping that this would mean a shift in their relationship. Several days before the photo shoot, Matt's mother texted Lauren that everyone would be wearing blue, eager to follow the instructions. Lauren went shopping and bought 2 new blue outfits, one for herself and one for Matt. She was looking forward to wearing the outfit she had chosen and being included in the photo shoot. However, when they arrived at the designated location, they discovered that everyone except Lauren and Matt was wearing white. Confused and disappointed, Lauren turned to Matt's mother for an explanation. However, instead of acknowledging her mistake, Matt's mother acted upset with Lauren. She began to lash out, making it seem as if it was Lauren's choice to wear blue. Frustrated by the situation, Lauren tried to explain that she had followed instructions and bought blue outfits accordingly. However, Matt's mother continued to escalate the situation, throwing a fit and canceling the photo shoot altogether. When Lauren and Matt returned from Bowling Green, Kentucky, their relationship continued to deteriorate. Matt spent an increasing amount of time alone, writing in his journals, and displaying even more peculiar behavior. His actions worried Lauren, who noticed significant changes in her husband's demeanor. Lauren began to suspect that Matt was stealing money from the Disney fund the couple had set aside for their future trip to Disney World. Her suspicions heightened when she discovered that money from her purse might have also gone missing without her knowledge. Lauren would often call her mother, crying, during this time when she suspected Matt of stealing money from their vacation fund and her purse. She confided in her mother, expressing that she only had enough money to cover the bills for 1 month and didn't have any more. This revelation left Lauren anxious and afraid, as she knew she and Matt were facing a significant financial challenge. Less than a year before they began their life together, Lauren and Matt entered their marriage with $10,000 in savings, which they believed would provide a solid foundation for their future. However, at this point in their marriage, Lauren and Matt found themselves facing financial instability. One evening, after a long day of work, Lauren arrived home and texted Matt about their dinner plans for the night. During the conversation, she also mentioned that a female coworker had visited their house earlier in the day. This woman's visit sparked concern in Lauren, given the strained state of her marriage to Matt. Her unease grew as she pondered the truth behind Matt's first marriage. Matt and his first wife, Brooke, first met in college and were college sweethearts. After dating for 2 years, Matt proposed to Brooke, and they soon married. However, Brooke later revealed that Matt had cheated early in their relationship, confessing to kissing another girl. Despite the hurt, Brooke eventually forgave Matt. Brooke later accused Matt of irresponsible spending, purchasing items beyond their means. Meanwhile, she was the one working 40 hours a week to support them. The constant strain in their marriage took a toll on Matt and Brooke's relationship. Eventually, Matt and Brooke divorced. In a shocking revelation, Lauren disclosed to her parents that she had uncovered it was Matt rather than his ex-wife who had cheated in his first marriage. Her family, filled with anger and a sense of betrayal, feared what Lauren's protective father might do to Matt if they disclosed the truth. Consequently, they chose to remain silent and kept the news to themselves. As Lauren and Matt's marriage continued to deteriorate, Lauren's frustration with her husband escalated significantly. The discovery of yet another betrayal shattered their already fragile trust. Just when Lauren thought she could rebuild her faith in their marriage, she learned that Matt had once again broken her trust regarding their finances. Upon receiving their latest credit card statement, she discovered that Matt had splurged $1,200 on video games and another $1,100 on gift cards. These impulsive purchases, made without Lauren's knowledge or consent, only deepened her frustration and fueled her doubts about Matt's commitment to their marriage. Despite Matt's continuous breach of trust, Lauren was determined to do everything in her power to save her marriage. Divorce did not even enter Lauren's realm of possibilities, as she was committed to making things work. As a result, she decided to plan an intervention with her mother and sister to confront Matt about his excessive spending habits. During the intervention, Lauren, her mother, and her sister aimed to assist Matt in developing a plan to address his and Lauren's budget. Surprisingly, Matt exhibited a positive outlook and a genuine desire to rectify their financial issues. He seemed genuinely committed to making positive changes in their marriage. On August 31, 2017, the same woman who Matt used to work with suddenly appeared at Lauren and Matt's front door. Lauren was caught off guard and upset to see this woman, as things had been going so well between her and Matt. Matt informed Lauren that he was leaving with her, explaining that she needed his assistance with something. Lauren was furious with Matt for this decision and began frantically texting and calling him. However, Matt remained silent and did not answer her calls or texts. In her fury, Lauren turned to her sister and vented her frustrations. She expressed her belief that Matt was ruining her life and told her sister that it was over between them. Lauren also mentioned that she had informed Matt about her decision to end their relationship. In the early hours of September 1, 2017, A 911 call came into a dispatcher, and on the other line was Matt Phelps. Matt told the dispatcher, "I think I killed my wife. I had a dream and then I turned on the lights and she's dead on the floor. I have blood all over me and there's a bloody knife on the bed, and I think I did it. She's not moving. Oh my God! I'm so scared. She didn't deserve this." Matt was trembling with fear and panic as he spoke to the dispatcher. He sounded unsure of himself, his voice filled with shock and guilt during the phone call with the 911 dispatcher. Matt explained the reason he might have killed his wife. According to Matt, he had taken quercetin cough and cold medicine and may have taken more than he should have. Matt stated that he took the quercetin medication because he knew it could provide relief and help him sleep better at night. Of course, quercetin is an over-the-counter medication commonly used to treat common cold and flu symptoms. It contains a combination of antihistamines, decongestants, and pain relievers, which relieve nasal congestion, cough, and sore throat. However, quercetin has also been associated with certain side effects, including drowsiness, dizziness, and confusion. Minutes after Matt called 911 to report that he had killed his wife, the Raleigh Police Department arrived at the scene of their home. Upon their arrival, they found Matt standing on the front steps. The officers promptly took him into custody, ensuring he was safe and secure. Once inside the house, the officers discovered a horrifying scene in the master bedroom. Lauren was found lifeless in the fetal position on the bedroom floor. The scene was gruesome, with blood splattered all over the carpet, walls, comforter, and bed. The overwhelming amount of blood and Lauren's lifeless body painted a horrific picture. Crime scene investigators arrived to begin their meticulous task of collecting every piece of evidence. They meticulously examined every corner of the house, searching for clues that could provide insight into the events that unfolded that night. The investigators meticulously documented the scene, taking photographs, collecting samples, and gathering any physical items that appeared to be related to the crime. Police officers had to make the difficult decision to travel to Lauren's family house and inform them that their beloved daughter was dead. Upon knocking on the door, the officers received a response from Lauren's mom, who asked if there was anything wrong with Lauren. The officer somberly replied, "Yes, there is." With her heart pounding, Lauren's mom pressed further, asking if her daughter was dead. The officer once again answered, "Yes, she is," overcome with emotion. With a heavy heart, she dared to ask the most important question. "Did Matt kill Lauren?" The officer confirmed her suspicion, uttering, "Yes, he did." At the police station, Matt was questioned by the police regarding his involvement in the murder of his wife. However, Matt eventually decided to request an attorney. The questioning was halted once Matt made this request, and the police took action. They transported Matt to the hospital to undergo a blood test to determine if he was under the influence of quercetin at the time of the murder. Following the blood test, the investigation continued. Matt was transported to the county jail where he was arrested for murder. After Matt's arrest, the police conducted a thorough examination of his journals and electronic items to determine if they could find any additional evidence pointing towards his motive for murdering his wife. While searching through his internet records, the officers noticed a peculiar pattern in the weeks leading up to Lauren's death. Matthew had been researching topics related to coincidence and the effects of mixing it with alcohol. Police discovered the existence of a secret Instagram account belonging to Matt, where they found numerous posts related to death, the devil, and the infamous movie American Psycho. These posts depicted violent anti-Christian imagery that seemingly contradicted the public image Matt projected of himself as an aspiring pastor. The toxicology report for Matt came in, revealing that he had a small amount of cold medication in his system. However, it was not at the toxic level that would have caused hallucinations. This discovery provided additional evidence supporting the argument that Matt was lucid and not under the influence of any substances at the time of Lauren's death. Lauren's autopsy report revealed she was asleep on her side when Matt entered the room and stabbed her. After stabbing her once on her side, Matthew proceeded to roll over Lauren and stabbed her multiple times in her face. The autopsy findings also indicated that Lauren fought to save her life. Several wounds were found on her arms, suggesting that she attempted to defend herself. In total, Lauren sustained 123 stab wounds. On October 5, 2018, Matthew Phelps pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife Lauren. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. During his sentencing hearing, Phelps addressed his former in-laws, expressing remorse and regret for his crime. Matt acknowledged what he had done, expressing his overwhelming feelings of guilt and shame. He referred to himself as a monster and emphasized that his actions were senseless and mindless, lacking any rational justification. Lauren's mother told the court that Lauren was beautiful inside and out.